Alright, welcome back everybody. For the one person that actually watches my videos, welcome back anyway. Yeah, this is Trig with a new series. I've been wanting to come back to Kingdom Come Deliverance on PC, especially after I built this gaming computer, I think back in February or March. Anyway, it's a pretty decent rig. I don't know if we're still considering it pretty decent by current standards with the 3080s coming out and the 3000 series. But I think it's still pretty good, and the game still looks phenomenal on this thing. So I'm gonna use the whole recording thing as an excuse to go back into this game and get to show my buddy Seth what this game is about. So I'm pretty excited. I finished this game all the way through on PS4. I played some hours on PC when I still had my old computer, and I think I ran through this on the new rig just to kind of test out how it's gonna look and everything, but never actually, fully like I never actually finished the game all the way through on on the new computer or on PC in general. So pretty excited. We have all the DLCs installed. Apparently not. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to start I'm gonna start the game, and then at some point I'll install the DLC. I don't think we're really gonna miss a whole lot, at least not for the first couple of hours / episodes. So we'll just go ahead and jump right to it. Pretty excited. Hope you all enjoy. 21.6 hours. Do I want to write over that? What I'm gonna do, play line through for now. I'm not gonna do hardcore mode because it's a little bit too much. I might consider doing it if I was playing on PS4 so I can get trophies, but not, not on PC. Skalitz. Called Silver Skalitz for their mining riches, I guess. As some of you might know, the main character that I will be playing, we will be seeing, the story through their eyes. He is a peasant boy, which is a nice twist compared to, a lot of RPGs where you start off as, someone of importance, like a prince or a king or whatever, have to reclaim the throne, like that sort of classic stuff. But no, we're just some random peasant. Like nothing special, nothing remarkable, no magical powers, no skills, essentially.
Well, husband, how goes it?
Good. I should get it finished today. Where on earth is Henry? I need him to run some errands.
He was still sleeping when I went out.
At this hour? blue-blooded idler.
Well, it looks like he was out all evening, drinking like a lord.
Go and get the lazy bones up then. Quick clout round the ear should do it.
Mm-hmm. Henry! Get up now. There's work to be done.
Get up or I'll come get you up, you slug of bed.
Hear that? You'd better not vex him. Now get up quick. Your breakfast is on the table. Wait, what's this? Have you been... Oh, Henry. How many times have I told you about fighting?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just a scratch.
You've been at that sword play again, haven't you? You'd better pray your father doesn't get to hear of it. You know how he feels about it.
Oh, don't worry, it wasn't that. I just scratched myself is all.
Well, just don't come crying to me if you really do get hurt. Now get up, you rogue. A fine state you're in this morning. What on earth did you get up to last night?
Oh, this game looks great on PC. It's like I thought it was awesome that I had like a 4K display and everything, but you know, like even on a 1440 display, I guess it really is like the difference between you know, well, I guess it's the resolution squeezed into a smaller screen. It looks a lot better. Let's see. I want to develop my speech because we're starting out pretty weak. And I kind of want to foster my speech ability because that's going to help us with the battles that we can avoid and yeah, we'll deal with strength and all that stuff with the battles we can avoid, which is, you know, hopefully just bandits and crap.
Nothing much. Me and the lads were just having a chat in the tavern. Some wayfarer stopped by. He was telling us what's going on in the world, and well, I lost track of time.
Well, I hope he didn't fill your head with nonsense. Well, I've got a feeling there's something you're not telling me, and it's connected with that scratch on your hand, and that suspicious-looking character with a sword who turned up in town recently.
Okay. I think I'm gonna be picking up the same thing so we can get more speech bonus. But reading this now, it's like you're being sly and you're lying, I feel. Because I'm pretty sure he got it from sword fighting, if I remember correctly. So it's a boost to speech. Archery, you know, him doing archery is a boost on agility. And then being with Bianca, vitality, so... I think that's a little, like, you know, little wink there from the developers. But, you know, and strength, of course, because he's just being, you know, bull rushing through it all. But, alright, so, let's see. Do more speech.
You think he's teaching me sword fighting, don't you? What use would that be to me? Here. I'm not lying to you, Ma.
All right, then, if you say so. I don't mean to pry, but you know your father takes a dim view of such things.
A dim view of such things, does he?
Did Matthew and Fritz come looking for me?
No, I haven't seen them this morning. They shouldn't be hard to find. They'll be hanging around a tavern somewhere, as usual.
Let's see.
My Mother.
You're nearly a grown man, Hal. Father will pass the forge on to you one day soon. You've been courting that Bianca for months now. Why do you have to keep wasting your time with those two layabouts? They're nothing but trouble.
We're just gonna move past that. Clearly she doesn't like our friends, so let's see. Let's try to get on a good
Do
side.
anything, man.
Ah, you're a good lad. But I'm fine. It's your father needs helping with that sword.
Yeah, I am a little
Can I get
hungry.
something to eat?
I left some breakfast on the table. Help yourself.
Thanks, Ma.
Is Father angry with me for sleeping late?
He's not happy. Yesterday you promised him you'd help finish that sword for Sir Radzig. He's not as young as he was. And you know how his joints pain him. He's too proud to complain, but he needs your help, Henry.
I know. Don't worry, Ma. Of course I'll help him.
Good. He always says his knees ache when there's a storm coming. I hope they're wrong this time. It's looking like such a nice day.
Let's see. Remember that? Disconnecting my mouse from the charger. In dialogue. Okay. Whoa. It's pretty strong. What you call it? FPS here. Trying to see how much my keyboard's gonna get picked up by the mic. Yeah, I see it on there. Okay, I see this. I see the waves. I see the waves. Thankfully, this game's not too heavy on. So Teresa, we're gonna save ourselves some time by getting that. We're gonna get that. Marigold Deduction, I believe, is a healing potion. Yep. Dispel hangover effects. And then save your schnapps. So one of the most controversial things about this game is the fact that you need items like the shaver schnapps to be able to save. But that's only really a little bit restrictive. And a lot of like the game autosaves fairly often enough, I feel. Ooh, cheese. I'm gonna pick up cheese. Yeah, the game's autosaves fairly often enough. Once you get
I feel quite hungry.
yeah, let's eat, Henry. The game autosaves pretty generously once we're out of this beginning area. Like the beginning stages of the game. There's a lot of food. Also, food rots, so I would say try not to carry too much food, just in case. Alright, the sensitivity is a little bit too much. We're gonna, maybe not all the way down, but just a peg. Okay, it's still fast, but it feels like a little bit more like what I'm used to. Anyway, the game autosaves fairly often enough, I feel. So it's usually never that big of an issue unless you're just that bad of a player. Also, there are mechanics like the shaver schnapps, and yeah, it's a nice big map and I'm so excited. The shaver schnapps aren't that bad. They're a little expensive when you first start out, but if you actually put some time into alchemy, like is it alchemy in this game? Shoot. Let's see. Skills. Yeah, it's alchemy. If you put a little bit of investment into alchemy, which is actually very useful for a lot of story missions, then it's really nice because it actually, like, you can make those yourself. You just have to either buy or collect ingredients, which is, I feel, easy enough to gather. Also, you'll have to forgive me because I'm keeping the FPS counter on the top left from the game. I really just want it to stay above 60 frames a second. I have all the settings pretty much turned up So I'm really trying to push this computer. I'm not expecting it to go like way above that, but if I can keep at minimum 60, then I'm pretty happy. I think the biggest thing is gonna be stuff in draw distance, but for the most part it's not really that big of an issue. I don't remember the game really giving you this much, just like, you know, empty space where you can try to look up objects. For the most part it's very dense, there's a lot of trees, a lot of vegetation, so we'll see how it goes. We'll play around with it, but we'll pick up with the story.
What's the matter with you, Henry? Didn't
Oh,
you hear
shit.
me calling you?
We're already in trouble. So I already know most of this, I feel, but I'm gonna go ahead and take a look, and I'll just explain stuff as we go on, and kind of just, you know, deal with it that way. Let's see. So with the dialogue things, what we're looking at is on the top, on the the first choice, it has a mouthpiece next to it. The second one has a heart, and the last one has strength. So basically, the first one is influenced by your speech ability, and then the second one is really like your bearing. I want to say, like, I'm trying to remember now. I wish I kind of looked at that screen. Like, I know what it is. It's a combination of your speech ability, whether or not you're clean, how nicely dressed you are. So if you were wearing like a full plate of fine armor, then that goes up simply because you look like you're rich, like you're powerful, you're important. Because that's how it is in, I guess, these times. Or if you're not opposite end, not armor, but if you're wearing nice clothes, rich clothes, like merchant or lord class clothes, then yeah, that would be high as well. As the opposite of that, if you're wearing like peasant clothes, you're dirty because you haven't cleaned yourself up in a while, that's going to be fairly low. And then the last one has to do with strength, like how strong your character is, how much of a threat you're perceived as. So, if you've got really nice weapons, that will give it a boost. If you've got really good armor, that will give it a boost. Your overall strength will give it a boost. So, that's how it all works out, if I remember correctly. On the bottom right, where you see our stats, that's kind of where you can see how likelihood your chances are of, winning the dialogue, persuasion thing. Right now, later on you'll get a skill where you can see what, the person you're talking to, you can see what their stats are. So you can be a little bit better with your, persuasion. But right now everything's question mark. But our best thing right now is, I'll need to look up what the thing is, but the heart. So we'll go with that and see if that actually does anything for us.
Sorry, Father. I was taking a stroll and lost track of time. Somehow I had a feeling I was seeing everything for the first time.
How, my boy? When are you going to get some sense? Anyway, we've a lot of work to do today. I'm finishing the sword for Sir Radzig, and I need your help.
With what?
I'm running out of charcoal. Run to the market and buy a bag from the charcoal burner.
I'll need some money then.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Kunesh still owes me for an axe, a hammer, and the nails I sold him a month ago. Not to mention his debt from before. Go and tell him to pay up, at least for the axe and hammer, and then use the money to buy the charcoal.
Kunesh? That drunkard? That'll be fun.
Well, you're a big lad now. I'm sure you can manage. If not, tell him that next time I'll come myself and personally use that hammer to bang those nails into his arse.
Sure, I'll be happy to hear it. Is that all?
Not quite. The Chamberlain at the castle has the crossguard for Sir Radzig's sword, which I had engraved in Sasau.
You want me to go and pick it up? All right. Money, charcoal, crossguard. Got it.
And ale. Stop off at the tavern on your way home. I know you'll be going there anyway to see that girl of yours. But make sure the ale's still cool from the cellar when you get back.
Her name is Bianca.
Right, so make sure Bianca draws me a nice cool one. Run along now, work won't wait.
Okay, so we've got a long list of, tasks for Father. So the closest one is, I don't know why they have it labeled as D, but it's, getting the cross guard from these fine gentlemen. Janek, what you got for us, buddy?
I'm with you, Henry.
How are you?
Father sent me. We're forging a sword for Sir Radzig, and the Chamberlain has the crossguard and grip. Father had them engraved in Sasau.
Right. They're here. The Chamberlain gave them to us for you. We looked them over. Beautiful work. I've never seen anything so fine.
I can't wait to see the sword. Just make sure you don't botch it.
When did I ever botch anything?
Where shall I start?
Shut up and give me what I want, or I'll kick your ass this evening.
Right away, your lordship.
That's funny.
Magnificent. Shame I can't keep the sword for myself. Well, I better go if we're to get the job done by this evening.
Godspeed. See you later in the tavern.
You certainly will. After today's work, the ale might even be on me.
Alright, so we got the crossguard. And that's actually a cool bit of, conversation there. So far as we can tell, those dudes are actually somewhat of our friends. Or at least, we're friendly enough to each other where you can threaten to beat them up without them going, throw them into jail. So, we'll see how that goes. So here's the charcoal dude.
Oh, even better. Are you here to buy?
Indeed I am, or I'll have nothing to smelt the ore with, and the king won't get his silver.
Which king do you mean, Master Tobias? The one sitting in some godforsaken dungeon, or the one who holds the key to the dungeon?
These are strange times, strange and ill-omened. But since I serve our liege lord Sir Radzig, I think you know the answer.
True. But where will Sir Radzig take the silver? Hardly to Kuttenberg. Now its citizens bend their knees to Sigismund.
Fortunately, that's not my problem. Perhaps Sir Radzig is keeping it at the castle until this old unhappy story reaches its end.
I only hope Sigismund doesn't get an appetite for our silver too.
Yeah, the reason I paid attention...
We're working hard. You'll have it tomorrow. Shall we go and drink?
Yeah, the reason I'm paying attention to the dialogue between these two is... I always forget, but Tobias Fafar...
Henry's come to see us.
Hey! He's actually a character that, that you encounter later on. And I think it's cool that he's actually here, all the way in the beginning. Because it's like, oh, they already thought all of that up. Anyway, we shall get our Chaco from the Chaco Burner's help.
God be with you.
Also, I did notice that, the frame rate drops here and there, which is kind of really interesting. Like, it's nothing too bad. Anything above 30, I still like. And I do have everything cranked all the way to high. So the fact that it's keeping above 50, I'm still fairly okay. Oh, actually, we don't have the money to buy the charcoal yet. Looks like we need to get it from this one guy. Anyway, I got something I want to try first though, so it's not just a lot of talking.
Do you want to learn something?
Yes, I do.
Have you recovered from yesterday's great wound?
It was nothing. Except Mother noticed and had a word or two to say about it.
No mother's happy when her son starts to take an interest in swords. Where there's weapons, there's death. The question is, what do you want?
I don't want to rot in this hole forever. I feel like I don't belong here. I want to live and see the world. The world's a dangerous place and I need to know how to protect myself.
Spoken like a man. And as it happens, today's your last chance. I have to leave. So, are you ready to get stuck in?
I like this music.
All right, I'll wait on the ground by the sheepfold as usual.
There's a really nice rendition of it later on in the game. I never noticed that this was here, unless they patched this in which case, hell yeah. Alright, trying to figure out the controls here. So, that's how we move, that's how we jump. How do we sneak? That's how we punch. Not really letting me do anything else. But yeah, Combat Master Vanyek. If you guys haven't caught it yet, this is the dude that we were learning sword fighting from. That, you know, Mother caught our wound that we got from before. So yeah. I'm trying not to move the screen around too much. I'm one of those people that loves to just kind of like move the screen around a lot.
So, can we get started?
We can.
We can.
Good. And since today's the last time we'll be seeing each other, you can show me everything I've taught you so far.
Okay.
Very well. Let's start with the basics. Keep moving. Your life depends on it.
Yeah, I'm moving. I'm moving. Yeah.
All right. Now try to hit me. You have to put your weight into your attack. If you just fiddle around, you'll get nowhere. Try slashing from different sides. Unpredictability is the key. Never repeat yourself. Not bad. All right. Good. Fine. Good. The point of the blade is for stabbing. Try it a few times.
Hot shot.
Very good. Not bad. Again. All right. Good. Let's try something else. One strike I can fend off without a sweat. But if you change your strikes, I'll have a much harder time. As soon as you land one blow, follow it with another. Good. Good. Once again. Nice.
Ooh, starting to run out of stamina there.
All right. That's enough. I don't know about you, but I'm tired and thirsty. Remember though, train hard. No one becomes a master swordsman overnight. You have to work and work. And the main thing is to use what you've learned in real combat. There's nothing better than experience, believe me.
Thank you, Combat Master Vanyek. So, an interesting reveal out of that, actually, is, what you call it, you know, the fact that he's saying you need to train, you need experience, which in this game, they kind of make that very true.
Henry, I'm glad you came.
There's, like, certain, like, your fighting progression will only ever progress after, after you've actually fought a fair number of times. Or not even fighting. You could fight a lot and still not progress that much. The main thing is you need to find trainers. At least for the beginning. I think at the end it kind of like you will start to unlock stuff on your own. But there's a lot that you could do with like going to trainers and stuff. And yeah, a lot that's only available through trainers. Anyway, let's talk to Kunesh and get those nails so we can sell those and get the coal.
God be with you, Kunesh.
What do you want?
Father sent me for the money.
Father sent me to get the coin you owe him for the axe, hammer and nails.
I've got nothing. Clear off.
You know you owe Father for a lot more than just the axe and hammer. If he went to the bailiff about it, you'd be in deep water. At least pay for the tools if you can't pay for everything.
I told you I have no coin, you bastard. Get the hell out of here, or I'll use the axe on you.
Let's see. That is fairly low. That is fairly low.
Look, I know things aren't easy. The wife ran off. Booze is dear these days, and you're as much use as a square wheel. It's no wonder you're short of coin. But a debt's a debt, and I can't leave here without something.
If I had anything to give, I'd give it. But I've got nothing. So leave me in peace, all of you. And don't come back.
Try to get the axe, hammer, and nails another way. Okay. Let's see. I can start a fight, but surprisingly, with how little we're actually able to do, like, we can't really do a whole lot there. I know one of our friends, and this is the advantage of just playing it through before. One of our friends has lockpicks, so we're gonna use that later.
Welcome.
And hopefully just steal the crap that really actually belongs to us. It's not really stealing.
For everyone.
So let's go take care of that first.
You can't be serious, Deutsch. Insulting our king.
What insult? I say only the truth. Sigismund has done only what he had to.
He had to abduct the king. He had to lure his cousin Prokop into a trap and imprison him. He had to invade with his army of Tatars and besiege Kuttenberg.
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for a king? The empire is falling asunder in his hands. The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate as king because your Wenceslas would not go to their deeds even.
German counts. Traitors.
Now even the Pope.
God be with you, Henry.
to your king.
I'm with you, Matthew.
So are such lords as
What's going on here?
Deutsch is spouting shit.
What?
Just listen and you'll hear for yourself.
Someone has to bring order and reunite the empire.
What do I care about the Austrians? And nowadays, not even the devil himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the rightful pope? The one in Rome or the one in Avignon?
Do not blaspheme, Alex.
No, it's true, though. Wenceslas is the king of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are on his side. To hell with Rosenberg and his cabal. Sir Radzik is Wenceslas' commander-in-chief. He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this, he would have you whipped like a dog.
Your deal will soon have nothing left to rule. Jobst had to sell Luxembourg to help your king. South Bohemia is with Sigismund
and don't forget about Kuttenberg, where Germans like you kissed Sigismund's feet to keep their heads.
Yes, but
Goodman Deutsch, this is pointless. Let us talk of more pleasant things.
My words exactly.
Deutsch has gone too far. Wenceslas is our rightful king.
Deutsch is an idiot. But what can you do?
I might have an idea. Deutsch deserves to be taught a lesson. Doesn't he, Fritz?
Too right, Matthew. Should give him a proper hiding.
Are you mad? Do you want to end up in the pillory?
Don't listen to Fritz. I've got a better idea. Deutsch was talking such shit, it made me think of that huge parliament. You know, the one right next to his freshly whitewashed house.
You think we should redecorate for him? Count me in.
Well, I'd rather torch it, to be honest. But throwing some tears will do.
What do you say, Henry?
But I was going to get ale for father and a few other things. We're finishing Sir Radzig's sword.
Come on. Throwing a few handfuls.
Peer pressure.
Take all day.
And it's our duty to defend the honor of our king.
So,
Fair enough.
are you with us?
Alright.
Alright, I'll do it. But then you have to give me a hand with something.
What do you need?
Kunesh owes money to father and doesn't want to pay. I tried talking to him, but he wouldn't listen. I need more than words to get coin out of him, and I can't handle it on my own.
No problem. We'll back you up. Just as soon as we're done plastering Deutsch's house.
I'll be happy to sort out that drunken oaf.
Alright. Let's go while Deutsch is still sitting safely in the tavern.
Alright. So, let's see. Where is it? Oh, there it is. They did say freshly whitewashed. Hurry up, you guys. Jesus.
So are we doing this or not?
Wait. We have to check that the coast is clear.
Why? Deutsch is in the tavern.
But maybe you noticed after all these years that he has a wife and a son.
And that's a problem?
Aye, it is. Henry, you go lure her away somehow.
Why me?
Because you're the clever one.
Yeah.
Alright, I guess we're the clever one.
What do you want, lad?
I just went by the tavern and
was our only
was
choice.
in there talking nonsense. I thought someone should take him home before he gets himself in trouble.
What sort of nonsense?
Well, he kept saying that Sigismund was right and King Wenceslas is a drunkard. That sort of thing. Some people took exception, so I thought...
God almighty, the fool. Next thing he'll start on about the popes.
He might have mentioned the popes too.
He's not lying, though.
I just hope I can catch him before he gets into another fight.
Oh boy. Alright. Reputation lost? The fuck? Oh, I guess because we are doing some mischief, so go figure.
What are you waiting for, soldier? Fire the trebuchet! For king and country!
For king and country, my ass. This is all good, clean, fun.
Nearly as good as having that traitor in the pillory. Nearly. Now that would be sweet.
That's for Sigismund!
Woohoo! Eat shit, Deutsches.
You bastards! What the fuck do you think you're doing?
Hey, Hans, can't you see? We're decorating your house for you.
I guess that's Deutsch's,
tavern about that traitor
that's his
Sigismund.
son.
We're just doing what we have to do.
Horse Hans! I'll make those smiles off your faces!
Oh, I'd like to see you try. What are you doing here, Zbigniew? Hanging out with this boxy Deutscher? Maybe you'd like to try out the latest German fashion.
Ooh. That's gross.
Fuck her! I'll make you pay for that!
Okay, so tab is to lock on opponent or switch one. Okay, so that I really need to remember. Left shift is to unlock, Q is to block. Right click is jab, left is hook. Okay, cool.
Come on, then, horse.
Oh shit.
Take that.
Got him with the head. Okay, need to recover. Recover!
Quarterback!
For God's sake! Stop right now! The catch pole is on his way!
Oh shit. Gotta run, gotta run. Alright, so right now we're being chased by the guards. Somewhat. Okay. Yeah, we got away. Oh shit, he's still chasing after me. I think we're good. Maybe? Ooh. I figured out what stealth is, which is C. Which I think is pretty standard for most games these days. On PC anyway. Okay. Oh. Ah! Don't really need the codex now. Ew, it's more manure. Okay. Oh, shit. shit. You still chasing after me? Okay, it says I have objective completed, but... Oh, there's my friends. But he's still slowly walking over here. Menacingly. Alright. That was a nice spot of fun with our friends. We're gonna wash ourselves. Because remember that thing I was telling you about? With the... What's it called? Speech and persuasion? Social status. Okay, so that's our social status appearance thing. So yeah. Cleaning ourselves, even if it's like the little water trough things, very important. And it's nice, we only lost a little bit of health. Okay, so all our friends are here now. Sweet. One of them has a lockpick. I can't remember.
Oh, we sorted that Deutsch out.
That was pretty close, eh?
That old bastard didn't stand a chance.
True, but I'm worried that fucker Hans will snitch on us.
Well, let him. Then I'll snitch on him. And anyway, what can they do to us for throwing a bit of dung?
Good point. It's not as if anyone really likes the Deutsch.
Anyway, nice job at the Deutsches. Never a dull moment with you lot.
So I know for a fact that if I ask them for help with Kunish,
Anyway,
Wait.
nice job at the Deutsches.
I know if I ask them for help, they're likely to just beat him up. I'm trying to remember who's got lockpicks.
Anyway.
Is it you?
Anyway.
Okay. Might be Matthew. I could have sworn I remember Matthew having it.
I need a hand with...
Sure, mate. You...
Let's get to it then.
Oh. Okay, so we're not gonna do lockpicking? We're just gonna go straight to beating him up. Alright. Cool.
Kunesh, get out here, you old goat. I've something to show you.
What the fuck are you here for? You want me to take a whip to you or call a catch pole? Just try it, you old drunk.
Fucker!
Oh boy, we're kind of committed now. Oh, sorry, guy. I leveled up my strength.
Enough!
Oh, he is beating up. I feel a little bad.
Not much, but it's all I have. You understand?
Sorry, my guy. I'll take your axe, though. I'm sure that'll be worth something. I do want to apologize. I did not want to resort to violence. I only wanted to resort to thievery. Because that is much better. This poor guy, he's already poor, but still. We're basically loan sharks right now. We're a loan shark. Are we hungry at all? Nourishment 55. Yes, we can eat actually. That puts us at 80. So after like 100, the game kind of treats you as a little piggy. Alright. So that's it, I guess. Pretty sure that's the only thing he's got. Can go up there to check. How do I get up there? Usually there's like a ladder or something.
All right, blacksmith boy, you got the better of me. Take what you want.
I'm already taking what I want. Okay. I guess we can't go up there. Alright. I mean, if he's got hidden money and stuff, he can keep it. I mean, he does need it. Like, I understand he's a drunken wastrel, but at the same time, he is a drunken wastrel, so...
Good day, Henry.
You know, not feeling that bad for him. Anyway, let's go sell his stuff to the general trader. I think this is the general trader? Is it? Because he's got a little bit of everything, it looks like. No, he's... I don't know. He's a villager. Okay, trader.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Okay, let's see what you have. Are you just a food trainer? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. Wow, even the axe is worth shit. We're gonna haggle.
Can we do something about the price?
Sure, why not?
Why not, Henry? Why not? So haggling works both ways, whether you want to buy cheap or sell dear. You select the amount of you want to pay to get W and S and confirm with E. The trader will then respond to your offer. If the answer is a refusal, he or she will make a counter offer and wait for a response. Yeah, so let's see. Essentially what that says is you can't drag it on for too much, because then the trader's patience will also just go away and you won't be able to get anything at that point. Anyway, let's see. I usually do like 2 levels below, at least until my speechcraft gets better. So we'll try this for now.
What about this?
That sounds pretty interesting. A little less, and I'll be satisfied.
Okay. Alright, that's fair. We'll get a little bit more.
I can live with.
Yeah, we get a little bit more than what she was offering. It's still going to be more than enough to buy the nails and... Well, not the nails, the coal. And actually, how much do we need to buy? We need to buy a bag, which is 10 coal, and then we need to get... Okay, cool. So we're almost done. I'm gonna try to keep the video... I'm gonna try not to have the videos too long. Because if nothing else, I'm actually gonna be recording this in 1080 by 60. So I don't want... I don't want to have to deal with like super massive file sizes, because eventually that will start eating into my internet cap, which I don't like. What? We only have 4 gold. What else can we sell? Well, we can't sell our clothes. That would be a bad idea. You wanted 10, right? Okay, we'll try to haggle.
Can we do something about the price?
Sure, why not?
Why not?
Since it's you.
That's pretty much all
It'll
we
take
got.
more than that to persuade me.
Fuck. Shit, we lost our reputation because we have nothing. So we only have 4. I don't want to have to sell my savior schnapps. Kunesh, do you have any more stuff I can steal? It would probably work out better if we were in the right house. God, the flies. I could have sworn it was never that expensive. Is that all he has? Yeah, that's all he's got. I feel like that's not true though. I could have sworn I remember getting something else from him. Ah. Whatever. Let's go talk to Bianca for now.
Henry, I'm glad you stopped by.
We can try to gamble for it.
I'd like to throw some dice.
Because that's always a good, you know, sure way to increase money. No, that's a little too risky. I don't know if we've got much of a choice. We're gonna talk to our dad, because I know for a fact, that Bianca will give us the ale for free, so I'm not worried about that. What I am worried about is actually being able to pay for the coal if I fuck up.
Yeah, about time. Have you got everything I wanted?
Not yet. I'm working on it.
And how much longer will it take? Yes.
No, I don't.
Okay. Thanks for being helpful, Dad. Sure. Okay. We're just gonna slowly gamble, I guess. I have some savior snaps. I feel like I'm okay enough at the game that I might be alright to gamble. Because let's see, how much is he gonna give us for the savior snaps? Well, oh, I can sell cheese. What? That's really all I needed to do. I don't even need to gamble. Ah.
Let's have a word about the price.
Sure, why not?
We're gonna try to get a little bit more for our cheese. Just a little bit. Not a whole lot.
All right, sir.
Nice. It's our first good haggle.
Take care.
Now our wealth is a 9.6. Alright, alright. Alright. Let's see. Now we can afford to buy charcoal. Sweetness. We'll try to haggle.
Let's talk about the price.
Naturally.
Naturally. It's kind of interesting how haggling used to be...
See now, I knew we'd come to an agreement.
Well, it still is like a big deal in a lot of cultures and in a lot of places in the world. But I know in America, unless you're going to like a farmer's market or something, I don't really imagine a whole lot of haggling unless you're haggling for services, you know? Well, like, I don't exactly go to Best Buy and start haggling for, you know, start haggling for things. That'd be a little weird, but, you know.
You too, Hans.
Just an interesting thought.
What brings you here?
Sorry if we're talking too much. Especially when you're... You know what? Let's be flirty.
Your beauty, of course.
Oh, noble sir. I'm as honored as any simple maid can be. And apart from my beauty, what else might your worship desire?
I really love the music in this game. You know what? We're not going to talk about Deutsch, but we're here for a pitcher of ale.
A pitcher as usual?
Aye. Bring me a cool one from the cellar.
But of course. Here you are.
There we Go.
It's on me today. You can pay me back this evening.
Out of the question. Here you go. And this evening I'll have something more for you.
I can't wait.
Thanks.
Oh, that's
You'll have
cheap.
something to look forward to this evening.
You too. Oh, by the way, that shifty-looking fellow was asking after you.
Vanya?
I suppose. He's a man who makes his coin robbing honest wayfarers. I'm sure of it. I'll be happy when he's gone for good. But what in heaven's name are you up to with him?
He promised to teach me how to use a sword.
What use would that be to you?
Enough. You sound just like father. I'll be going now. See you this evening.
Hal, I've got something special for you.
Is that so? Now what would that be?
Your favorite, Savior Schnapps.
Really? You're an angel.
Ah, yeah. Now we can save.
Thank me properly later.
You bet I will.
Ha ha ha.
Greetings, Henry.
Nice. So we have 8 Savior Schnapps. So we're actually in a really nice position right now. What you call it? We got 3 from home, and then we have 5. So I know, like, a lot of the people, like, I tried to watch a lot of people play this game, like, on YouTube. But then the problem I saw is they kept modding the game so that they could save whenever they wanted to. Which is fine, you know, whatever. But, you know, how many people exactly go out and mod Resident Evil, like the OG, so that they don't have to use increments? I feel it's part of the experience, you know? Like, the game developers wanted the game a certain way, and, you know, I respect the fact that you can mod it, you know, do what you want. But for me, it's, you know, like, it gets so easy later on, like, the fact that you can have shaver snaps pretty much whenever, once you learn alchemy and, you know, you get a little bit more money. So there's not really any reason to mod it. It's just, you know, to me it makes the beginning of the game a lot more challenging. But, you know, that's just me. Anyway, enough preachy talk. Oh, you did something funny.
Yeah, about time. Have you got everything I wanted?
Yes, I do.
I have charcoal, the hilt, and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son. Well done. Right. Let's see what kind of job the master in Sasau did for us. Look at that, lad. Well, that's what I call craftsmanship.
That is nice.
What does the inscription mean?
Damned if I know. Doesn't look like Czech to me. Latin, maybe? Lord Radzig ordered it. Oh, this will be the finest sword I've ever made. Have we got the charcoal? Good. Then fire up the forge. We'll put it all together. By the way, someone paid me a call. I reckon you might know what it was about.
I'm not sure.
Really? Because I'm pretty sure you and your friends threw dung at Deutsch's freshly whitewashed house. He was here with the catchpole earlier, and it was not a friendly visit. What got into you, Hal?
That Deutsch was talking treason in the tavern about Sigismund and the king. He got what he deserved.
Got what he deserved, did he? You can go and clean up the mess you made and apologise to him. I have a trade to run. The German pays well, and having my son in the pillory helps nothing and nobody, least of all the king. You understand?
Yes.
Look me in the eye, Henry. Do you understand?
I understand.
Good. Then we'll never have this conversation again.
So you think it's right to let traitors speak ill of our king?
The boy gets caught, making a fool of himself, and he still hasn't learned his lesson. So Deutsch spouts rubbish and what? You turn into a common thug. You might win a fight with violence, but you'll never win an argument. Remember, Henry, if you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists.
Fair enough.
Furnace is ready. Right, we'll do the grip. I'll heat it up, and when I take it out, you slip the grip on so it fits exactly. You know what you're doing.
Looks like that's a lot more coal than what we bought, but I guess maybe they already had some. Yeah, we just need a little bit more.
Do it.
Ooh, that's risky business.
Good. Once more. That's it. Done. Now file it down so it sits well in the hand. I'll prepare the guard.
Father, why did you leave Prague? Who ever heard of a master swordsmith making horseshoes in a village?
It's a good question.
I had my reasons, Hal. And here I have your mother and you. Why would I want any other life?
Do you remember Emperor Charles?
I do. Life was good under his reign.
Better than now.
He built half of Prague, and a score of castles, had a bridge made over the Moldau, and founded a university, and all without a war. He knew how to rule.
Better than Wenceslas.
Better by far. But Wenceslas doesn't have it easy. It's hard to step into the shoes of someone whose like is born only once 1,000 years.
What about Sigismund?
Do you think Charles would have brought an army down on his own people like Sigismund? No. Wenceslas may not be the equal of his father, but Sigismund, he brings shame to the royal name. How's it going? Give it here.
Yeah.
And we'll put it all together.
He did fairly all right.
It's magnificent.
Indeed it is. The Lord be with you. My father sent me for those nails.
Good day to you, Teresa. They're ready. Will you fetch them for me, Hal? They're in the trunk in the living room.
Henry, you all right?
Hi, Teresa. Actually, already have the nails.
Here are those nails you wanted.
Thanks. So, how's Bianca?
She's fine. Why do you ask?
Just wondering, will you be going to the dance this evening?
We will.
Maybe we'll see each other there. Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my way. That sword is truly beautiful.
Fine lass, eh? Now, stop staring at her and come and see this. It's time for the trial by fire.
That is a nice sword, though. Looks like it's doing pretty good.
We did a fine job.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsmith.
Those days are gone, sir.
You haven't lost your skills, though. Would you like to try it?
Sir, what good is a sword to a commoner?
Let him try it.
Oh, nice. They already have the hand wraps fixed.
You still have a lot to learn. Ask your father to show you how. He knows what he's about.
Learning his trade will serve him better in life, sir.
Perhaps. But who knows what the future holds for each of us. I see that you almost have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work, very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Svan?
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. How odd to find such an accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this. A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave. Here you are. Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
They certainly will.
Once it's ready, send your son up to me with it. Good work, Martin.
Sure.
It's an interesting scene.
Have a safe journey to Sasau.
The honor is mine, Sir Radzik.
It's a very long scene.
Thank you for the hospitality.
A long, peculiar history.
That was a long time ago. I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Will you teach me how to use it, like Sir Radzik said?
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down. I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
You talk as if you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head on your shoulders. I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first, I'd like to see the world, meet new people.
Meet them or beat them?
Meet. You have to keep going on about it.
Then you've no need to learn swordplay.
That doesn't sound good.
A messenger.
He was in a hurry. What's happened?
Well, that's not a good thing. Dude has very red hair. They've got different armor from what I'm expecting in this time of, like, timeline. So you know they're not local.
Listen carefully.
A local army.
Go into the house and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
What about you?
Oh shit.
Your mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You'll do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Radzik. If anything happens, he'll take care of you. He owes me.
Yeah, wooden walls wouldn't keep an army that big outside. And I'm pretty sure we don't have an army either, it's just the local guard. Ooh, that's not good.
Quickly! We have to close the gates!
Move! Come on, we're closing!
Move it, people!
Come on!
We're running
Come
out of
on!
time! Oh, Henry! Thank God! Get inside, quick! We have to shut the gates!
Get running, people! Come on!
Mind this for me.
Are you mad? You can't go back! Ah!
Get through the gates!
Shit. Oh no. I forgot about this part. Oh, he's good. And as a blacksmith, he would have really strong arms too. Damn. Shit. Oh, come on, dudes.
Come on, Hal! You can still make it! Run!
If this was a less realistic game, I would say we'd be fucking those dudes up, but that would be really stretching it.
Find a horse! Ride to Talberg! Tell them what's coming! Warn them!
Run by the moat! There's a path down there! Jump down from the wall and flee!
Oh, okay. Is he concerned for us or concerned about the sword, you think? Very intriguing. Shall we get it going? Pretty sure. Okay, horse is over there. Oh shit. Need to heal a little bit. And I need to check settings on the controls real quick. Sorry. Draw weapon 1 and 2. Okay. It's like, I was trying to remember. Do we even have the sword equipped? Yes. It's just counted as a quest item because it is of importance. Oh shit. Oh shit. Ran the wrong way. I might die.
Go to hell, you shut-up beast!
Oh, Teresa, shit. Oh, we're fucked. We are so fucked. I ran the wrong way. That's all I can think of. Okay. I don't know why NVIDIA decided to record that. That was pathetic. That was terrible. That was essentially my death. Alright, so... Oh shit. Not a good idea. Oh shit.
Go to hell, you shut-up beast!
Okay. We got far enough.
A picsába mi ez? Nyírjátok ki a fattyút!
Oh shit, no, wrong button, wrong button. Oh man. I don't know why I thought E was to get on the horse. Alright, if at first you don't succeed, right? Also, Teresa was a bit further down the road than I was expecting, so we might be okay if we follow the path instead of trying to, you know, Nathan Drake it. Yeah, the house is over there. Yeah, that might actually work out better. Damn, she's screaming. I mean, I don't blame her, but we can hear it all the way from here. Shit, 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 shit. I know. Okay, I was gonna say, like, galloping, left shift twice. Okay. Thankfully, the horse has a lot better stamina than we do. Game save. Nice! We got away and we helped Teresa. I think we helped Teresa anyway. Oh.
Yeah.
We're galloping, right? Oh snap, they are close. They are fucking close. Oh no. Run, everybody.
Left. Talmberg is to the left, along the stream.
Okay, left it is.
Yeah.
They're catching up.
Run for it!
It's like I'm gonna need to slow down here for a second so our horse can recover.
Yeah.
And then speed up. Oh shit. They got a lot closer than I was expecting. I don't want to have to repeat this more than, well, more than this time.
They'll kill you all!
I like that that gave us some speech points.
Run for it!
Oh shit.
Yeah.
We're close. We're close. We're so close.
Yeah.
At least the horse recovers pretty quickly.
Flee!
Because we do not. Oh, they're close. If they shoot their arrows, they could actually kill me really easily. I'm not sure why they're not. Come on, Talmberg. Oh, God. I was gonna say, do I have to ride all the way to the castle because it is far away?
Oh my God! Wait! Jesus Christ!
Help! Skalitz has been attacked! Do something! Help! Quickly, everyone! Get your asses here!
Hey! And loose! Halt your Hosenkinder!
Aim's not bad. Your aim isn't bad at all. Well, we made it to the next town over. And this seems a little bit more fortified than the other one. A lot more fortified than the other one. That arrow, though.
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages. Tell me, boy, who are you, and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the ground?
A huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Tartars, you say? Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours. Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that arrow out.
Ooh.
Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Thank you.
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage?
Hey, doggies.
Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground. But a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. He said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Gutenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe.
Well, it is just like right
What's your
there,
name,
considering
boy?
we rode a horse there.
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
Alright. So, I guess we follow that other guy. We're getting introduced to a lot of big, like important characters, it feels like.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach. I heard about your father. They say he was a swordsmith who moved to the countryside to make horseshoes. I'm sure he had his reasons. He had a fine reputation. It's a great loss.
Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, my lady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes. Thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
Why are they all being nice to him?
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Alright then, guy. Whoa, we are tired as shit. So, a fun thing to note is, whoa. Ooh, roast duck, yes. Yes. Lentil mash. And cheese. If nothing else, the cheese is actually expensive, as we found out, so we can always sell that later on if we don't finish it. But what I don't know if I started saying it, but what was actually a thing to note is, like, eating from the pot, like in those pots, you could pretty much go into any house in the game, more or less, like as long as they're welcoming, or even the taverns, and eat from the pot for free, which is a nice little tip to give, because, you know, you might think, oh, it's going to be a little difficult, you know, playing a game where you actually have to keep track of your, you know, your food, because it affects energy and all that stuff. But it's really not that bad. We will have to pay attention to like, you know, so we don't overeat and actually get debuffed, and actually, yeah, get sleep as well. Pretty sure this is where we sleep. Aha, there we go. Anyway, I'm actually gonna go ahead and cut it here, because this video is already about to hit hour 30. I don't know if I'm gonna trim anything out of it. Probably not. For the most part, it's just a long video, because it's...
Skalitz.
Yes.
Look out!
Whoa, whoa. Oh, okay. It's like, am I so tired you're disappearing?
was a fine sunny day until Sigismund came with his army. I saw him sitting there with his red beard and proud posture as he gave the signal to attack.
Oh, no.
I ran to the castle for shelter with the others. Behind me I could hear the shouts of the attackers and the screams of the wounded. Then I turned and saw father trying to save mother. They were both killed. The gate was closed by then. The men on the battlements were calling to me to run and warn you here. And with God's help, I made it.
My God, that's horrible. You were lucky to survive. And our thanks for warning us. I'll pray that you see better times.
Thanks, lady. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the video here. The video is kind of long because, you know, it's pretty much the entire tutorial area, like our hometown, and then the big attack. And now we're here, and we get to meet a lot of characters. So yeah, it's setting up quite a bit of the story, and I'm really excited to get started the next one. I'm not sure if I'm gonna start filming right after this, recording after this, or if I'm gonna wait till later on. But yeah, I'm really happy that I decided to do this series. But yeah, actually, let's see. Hour 31. I'm just gonna go ahead and keep going because I'm not entirely sure where it's saved. Yeah, load game, play line 2, 1533. Okay, so it's saved a few minutes ago. So I'm gonna keep going until I can actually guarantee myself a save. I think save and quit works, but it only works for one time, and I don't want to load in and accidentally lose everything because I have to re-record. So we'll keep going for now. I don't think there's a whole lot after this, so the video shouldn't be over long. Let's go ahead and sleep. Oh shit, we forgot to take off the boots. He told us to take off our boots, which is fair, because we are dirty. Actually, this is gonna bug me. I'm sorry.
My word.
Yeah, for real, Henry.
Good God. I need to lie down before I split my face open from yawning.
Okay, at least we washed ourselves real quick. Now we can sleep. Reputation lost? What? How are we losing reputation? And who are we losing reputation from? Townburg, we're at 50. Okay. Rovna, we have 0. I don't know what Rovna is. So yeah, I think we're fairly neutral. So I don't know that's going on about, unless that's just a bug. Alright. Take off the boots. Yes, did that. Go ahead and sleep. We're gonna sleep till morning.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
Bow chicka bow wow.
Thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to. But to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you, but I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it, lady. Oh, I'm a dumbass. I could have used a savior snap. Oh god, this is gonna be a long ass video. If we don't save after this, I'm gonna use it. You know what? We will
You might
talk
be right,
about it.
my lady. I'll tell you what happened.
Although, where is Henry?
It was unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands. A fellow by the name of Kunesh owed money to Father, who sent me to collect it from him. Only Kunesh had no intention of paying. It got a bit heated, as often happens when there's money involved, but Kunesh still wouldn't cough up the coin. Father was too generous.
Sitting right next to her, or are we
letting even a scoundrel like that buy on credit.
Oh.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzig. Father and I always chat in the forge. On that particular day, I asked him if he'd teach me swordsmanship. He said no. He said it's better for a man to keep his head on his shoulders than lose it over some pointless heroism. If only you'd known what fate had in store for us.
Oh.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town. I saw smoke on the horizon from a village Sigismund pillaged on the way to our town, which was soon to meet the same fate.
God have mercy.
And then death descended on Skalitz.
You know, I actually like the speech options.
The bells and horns sounded the alarm, and the villagers ran to the castle to take cover. They were carrying the few possessions they could grab in haste, and I saw the terror in their eyes.
I can't even imagine how awful it must have been.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I no longer heard any sounds of battle coming from the castle, so Sigismund's army must have regrouped and started preparing for siege.
No doubt you're right.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Like a valiant knight.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
She likes him. Can't blame her. Husband's an old guy, like really old guy. I guess that's the Middle Ages for you, you know?
Move it, people! Come on! Come on! We're running out of time! Quickly! We have to close the gates! You can't go back!
Henry, help us!
Help us, son. Don't be a coward.
Fucking nightmares, dude.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Did he sleep on that bed, like, upside down? Like, wrong side, you know? Like, put his feet on the headboard? Game saved. Nice. Alright, well, I am definitely gonna leave it there. Because... oh shit. Yeah, we don't want to go outside. Yeah, I'll definitely leave this here. Especially now that we've got a game save. Yep. Alright. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I certainly did. I already kind of gave an outro earlier, so we'll just go ahead and cut it here. I'll catch y'all on the next one.